Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we have some big news coming out of the LCS. We have a new rumor going around about some potential former teammates teaming up once again and some old LCS superstars, potentially reuniting. This is a very big one. But first, a word from today's sponsor, which is of course Prize Picks. This is daily fantasy made easy. Yes, the LOL esports season is over, but one, we can start getting ready for next year, and Prize Picks offers all different kinds of sports competitions and games. They have traditional sports, all different kinds of esports, anything that you like, know a lot about, watch a ton about, are passionate about, or even, just kind of follow somewhat closely. You want to make things a little bit more interesting. Prize Picks is the place for you to be playing, and it's really simple. All you got to do, I'm on the CSGO board right now. You just pick some players. Here's Patsy, and if I think he's going to get more or less than 19 and a half kills in map 3 against Liquid, and then I can just pick a couple different ones of these. All you gotta do is pick more or less, get a couple of these right in a row, and you can win prizes. It's really that simple, really that easy. If you check out the first link description below, Prize Picks is actually going to match your first deposit up to $100, which is a really great deal, and it helps support me, my channel, and my content. With that being said, let's get right into this. This was the banger that got dropped by Travis Gafford yesterday. Apparently, maybe a little bit during Hotline League, or maybe he just waited entirely until after Hotline League. I'm not sure. But he says, while nothing has been agreed to right now, sources say that the leading candidate for Doublelift's return. Now, again, we heard Doublelift was maybe going to return last year. Obviously, he almost went to Evil Geniuses. There was a couple things that almost worked out, but they ultimately didn't work out. Maybe he could have potentially returned to TSM as well. But he's like, hey, whatever, I'm done. I'm a streamer, blah, blah, blah. I'm happy. I'm fine. But then we started hearing rumors about him potentially looking to make a comeback this season as well. He's been playing a ton of Champions Queue. He's been streaming a bunch, playing the game a bunch. And for some people, it's great news that he wants to come back. For some people, it's super frustrating that he keeps wanting to flip-flop between coming back, going, all this stuff. People are still going to question, hey, is this a time that he's really coming back for good? Is he just going to come back for one more year, then leave again? I don't know. I do think that a big change in what has happened for Doublelift over the past couple of years is that the crowds are back, the fans are back. We have these in-person events again. And I think that's something that Doublelift, really missed during like the 2020 season and stuff like that. But anyway, the leading candidate for Doublelift's return to pro is currently 100 Thieves, and I do believe that this is for many different reasons. But if that does occur, the leading candidates for the roster are Bjergsen, Spica, and Busio. And he says, hey, someday is not out of the consideration either. Obviously, you have Tenacity chiming in here asking if he's going to be the 7th member, but I do think it's very possible we could see, Tenacity as a top laner for this potential team as well. But either way, a core of those 5 guys, Bjergsen, Spica, Busio, and Doublelift, seems really fun, seems really exciting, and actually seems very good. Now, there is a ton of question marks on this team. Spica didn't look like the 2021 MVP version of himself for much of the year for TSM, but TSM wasn't a great team, so I kind of cut him some slack there. I think Bjergsen was way underrated during 2022, but obviously some people have been critical about him and Team Liquid not making it to Worlds. Busio is going to be a rookie who's going to be wildly unproven, and then Doublelift, who has taken some time off, and he's going to be dealing with a lot of the same issues of potentially, trying to come back and make things work. I mean, Doublelift's been out for 2 years now, right? Which is just absolutely insane. But is looking to make that comeback, is looking to make things work, and we'll have to see how this goes. I know there is a lot of people, again, on both sides of this. Some people saying, hey, 100 Thieves, they just made 3 LCS finals in a row. They won a title. They've been going to Worlds. They've been doing all this, and now we have 2 players in Spica and Bjergsen who didn't make it to Worlds last year. We have a rookie in Busio who people are excited about, but then Doublelift, who's been retired. Is this 100 Thieves team even better? Is it just going to be different? Is it going to be worse? I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that. In my mind, Spica is just as good, if not an upgrade over Closer. Again, Spica at his best won an MVP, and yeah, Closer at his best is an MVP level talent as well, but put Closer on that TSM team last year. How good do you think he's going to look? I do think Bjergsen is for sure better than Abadage. I'm taking Bjergsen over Abadage 9 out of 10 times right now. And you can argue that FBI is better than Doublelift right now, and that's probably true, but FBI wasn't exactly super cracked last season, and a motivated Doublelift coming in and playing with the synergy that we know he's going to have with Spica and Bjergsen could be a really special team. But no matter what, even just having the really, really young, developing, talented pieces of Busio and Spica, and then maybe a top laner as well, having those guys be able to learn and practice and play under Bjergsen and Doublelift could be so good for their development, so good for their future. So even if 100 Thieves isn't great this year, it could still pay off dividends going forward in the future if they're able to get a couple of really, really nice pieces that learn under some of the best and winningest players in LCS history. Either way, I think this is a very, very big deal. We had Spica, tweeting out, hey, found some old teammates at Worlds, and then it's him and Bjergsen and Doublelift. Doublelift saying, hey, should we run it back? Bjergsen, tweeting out face with hand over mouth emoji. Tenacity getting in there again. Wonder what team these gentlemen will join. And then Doublelift himself tweeting out, hey, excited for next year. I don't know. Again, nothing's confirmed just yet. This is just kind of the leaders in the clubhouse for Doublelift, and these guys right now are 100 Thieves, but man, I think this would be a big pickup. I would love to see Doublelift. I'm not even the biggest Doublelift fan in the world, but I do think him coming back to the LCS would be good, not only for viewership and excitement and all that, but I do believe he's probably a top 10 AD carry in the LCS right now. I think he would raise the level of the league and make it harder for everybody else as well. And to be able to take down Doublelift, you're going to have to step up and rise to the occasion. So that would be fun. But pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely check out the first link in the description below for prize picks. Hopefully catch you in the next one. But until then, peace.